bank. You don't have traditional banking background or education. And I want to share a term that's used a lot at RBC and probably at other institutions as well, but it's the concept of being an accidental banker. And it's something that I know, Rebecca, I saw your reaction there. I think it's something that we hear a lot in the company that we work for. And I'll explain a little bit further what that means. So an accidental banker is someone who maybe has an education or experience in something totally different. So I have colleagues who are like myself, they've studied theater, or colleagues who are biologists or chemists, or folks who studied law, or different types of backgrounds who end up working at an institution like RBC. And so they never really expected to see themselves there, but they landed in that banking world. So that's the concept of an accidental banker. So when I started out my career at RBC, I was in a client-facing role where I was giving financial advice, and I had that feeling of like, do I belong here? Is this the type of job that I should have? Because I don't have those traditional skills. And I didn't have that background. So I felt a little bit uneasy at first because I was thinking, do I have what it takes to be successful in this type of role? But what I quickly realized was my education had given me something a little different. So while I didn't have the traditional background in economics or finance or even an aptitude for math, I really didn't have that. So I was always a little bit concerned I wasn't going to be very successful in the role because I didn't have those. So what I realized was what I had gained through my arts-centric education was these very human skills that I think serve really well in the space that I worked in as a banker. And those skills are there's a lot of them, and they exist in different ways. But specifically for me, I had learned a lot about empathy and compassion and understanding. I had learned a lot about emotional intelligence, and I think my education in the arts really taught me to be curious. And these are things that really serve you well in any career, whether it's in banking or elsewhere. But what I was taught through my arts background is that people are at the center of everything. And it doesn't matter where we're in, but people are at the center of everything. So when I think about banking in particular, what we do is we serve clients, and our clients are at the focus of everything. And while I'm not in a banking role anymore, but I did do it for about 3 years at the beginning of my career, I realized that our organization is built on how we service our clients. And if we keep the human aspect, that person-to-person aspect, top of mind all the time, we'll be successful. So while I didn't have that technical skill or that finance background, what I did have was the ability to empathize with my clients and understand what they needed and help them succeed. So I really took those kind of soft skills, you might hear them called, but I like to refer to them as human skills, because I think realistically, they really are in how we interact with each other. And those are the skills that set you apart, I think, in the workplace. So while I was a banker for about 3 years before moving into other aspects of RBC, and I had that initial feeling of, do I belong here? Do I fit in at a bank? What I realized was no matter where you work at an institution like RBC or another institution, if you keep human, person to person, if you keep that top of mind, you can be successful, because technical skills can be taught, but it's those human-centric skills that will set you apart.